Hi, thank you for coming to my channel. I'm a psychic medium from Galactic Federation Lightworker School. Today, I would like to talk about why is ancestors healing necessary. So, I was talking about September 23rd, the special remote session on the autumn equinox day for our ancestors healing and your dream manifestation. So for you, in order to manifest your dream and wishes, it's better for you to receive support from your ancestors. But in order to receive support from your ancestors, including if you already lost your parents, your mother or father, or your grandmother or grandmother, or great grandmother or great grandfather, it's better for them to be in a better condition. So, for you, like it's better for you to focus on to heal your ancestors at least 3 generations up. So, your parents, your grandparents, and your great grandparents. So, minimum 3 generations up above should be healed and should be taken care of. So the reason why you need to do our ancestors healing is even if your ancestors they lost their physical bodies, their consciousness, their energies, their souls, their spirit, they are still alive even though they don't have their physical bodies anymore. So once they die, it means they don't die. They just move to a different dimension. So we live in this physical dimension. But because they lost their physical bodies, they're not going to be able to live in this physical dimension. They automatically move on to the invisible different dimension. So when I do psychic reading, especially psychic mediumship reading, I connect with my sitters, my clients' ancestors. Not only ancestors, whoever wants to give a message to a person who's sitting in front of me. Then quite often they show how they were how they appeared to the client, and then in that way my client can recognize who they are when I describe them. It sometimes can be their family, it can be their mother or grandmother or grandfather or their father, their uncle or their auntie, or like their family's friends or their friends. For the ancestors, sometimes they come to their offsprings because they have specific messages. Sometimes they need help. They need to have some sort of a special rituals or ceremonies, or more gratitude, or more love, more light. But sometimes they deliver messages for their clients to be, they should be, aware of. Then it's a case by case, but your ancestors, some of the ancestors need more healing because when they were living here, some of them were addicted to drugs, or some of them were addicted to food, or more likely alcohol, or they had a family conflict, and their conflict was very severe, and in that case they didn't have a good family relationship. So some of them died with very severe loneliness or mental illness or physical illness, and in that case their heavy emotions such as like a massive anger or grudges or loneliness, sadness or competitiveness or jealousy, these heavy emotions, especially guilt, being rejected, being not included, excluded, or feeling ashamed, Well, these emotions are gonna stay with them even if they die, and it takes longer for them to get healed and to move on to the next stage in their dimension. So if we help them, it's easier for them to move on quicker. So that's why, ancestors, some of them are waiting for support. They are expecting, to receive more support, or they want to have more support and healing energies. Then, especially in, England, the UK or the US, many Western countries very individualistic compared to, let's say, Asian cultures or Japanese cultures. So many of them, died ancestors were very individualistic. However, they need help, or they need more support and care from their offsprings to move on in their dimension. So think about, the reason why you are here is because of your parents and because of your grandparents and because of your great grandparents and your father up, older generations, because they were there and they delivered you and they agreed to deliver you here as a human being. That's why you can stay here. You could be born here as a human being. So, some of you may have some issues with your mothers or with your fathers. At least what we can show our gratitude to your mother and your father is, without them, you are not existing here. So you may not like how they were raising you, how they were disciplining you, how or they didn't take care of you, but how they didn't love you, or however they loved you. Maybe it wasn't enough. That's what you may feel. Having said that, what you can say is to say thank you. You can say thank you to your parents and your grandparents and great grandparents, to say thank you for you to be, alive here as a human being. Then, because they raised you, because they gave you milk, changed your, diapers, and then, gave you food, and then, gave you, the security. That's why you could grow up as an adult. So, you can show your gratitude. Then you can send like the care energy and healing energy and love energies to your ancestors. And I don't know about the English system, but in Japan we have like the Buddhism, or Shintoism. Then the monks, they have special rituals to heal ancestors. But from my experiences, whatever the rituals, the monks, they usually give to the ancestors, usually it seems like it doesn't really go up to the older generation, like 800 years ago or like 1,000 years ago, ancestors living 1,000 years ago. So this special 23rd special September equinox ancestors healing is a special one, because I'm sending in a specific way, using a specific method. I'm healing the entire ancestors lineage, and then for you to be able to be healed and for your ancestors to be healed. Then At least what you can do is to, whenever possible, if possible within September, you can visit your ancestors' graveyard, your mother's, your father's, or your great grandparents, or your grandparents, if you know the locations. You can just go there and bring some flowers, and then put your hands together, then just send a massive love and healing energies in front of their graveyard, and then they should be able to be healed and be happy, because you are acknowledging them and you are giving them the care and the love they wanted to have, to move on or to let go of all the angers or shame and guilt, and they can, it's easier for them to move on in their life. If you want to have a systematic ancestors healing, you can come to the website, my website. This is the one. You can uk.gfls.co.uk, and if you come to a healing menu, there is an ancestors healing menu, and you can have more details. Then there are many more sessions available, so you can come to uk.gfls.co.uk. You can have a psychic consultation or class 1, and you can learn how to meditate and protect and manage your energy, or a Reiki session and the activation to open up your gift and power. So my email is here, knishimura8@gmail.com. You can make a query and you can post a comment and question below, or you can send an email to me and then I will reply you back. Thank you for listening to the end, and if you like the video, please like the button and subscribe to my channel. It took a long time for me to post a video, because I just came to Japan about 7 days, and then I was migrating from one hosting company to another hosting company. This migration was taking about 10 days, and then finally I got the password, and then I can now access to my YouTube channel, and then Zoom, and then make a record, and then make a video. Anyway, have a good day, and then looking forward to meeting you soon. Thank you and have a good day.